This is Rob Tubbett for ID Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Jermaine Franklin. We're here at the Joshua Franklin press conference in, I'd say, sunny old London, but it's a little bit cold outside. How are you, Jermaine?
I'm doing good. I feel good today.
How was the press conference? Obviously, you're sat across from a man that you're due to fight in a matter of weeks. Is it all kind of water under the bridge for you? Is it just kind of part of the theatre, so to speak?
I'm still getting used to the whole press conference thing. I probably handle these interviews better than I handle a press conference, but I just really just being there listening. Everything is a game plan to me. So during the press conference, I'm listening to what people say, how they say it, their reactions. Really just trying to get a feel for the guy. So yeah, it was okay, I would say, in an aspect. I'd use it as a learning tool.
What did you feel from Anthony Joshua? You mean getting a read, getting a feel, anything that popped up?
I didn't feel too much. If I can, I'll probably go back and rewatch it and see if I can see something else. But I didn't feel too much. And just in our initial, meeting, I didn't feel too much. But I don't know. I don't know if they're worried or a little bit of worriness though. But I could kind of tension-wise, I could feel it. But besides that, nothing.
A lot on the line for Joshua in this fight. He's on the back of 2 losses to Alexander Usyk. They mentioned up there this is his first fight in 13 fights. It's not got a world title on the line. Obviously everything to lose for him, but everything's a game for yourself.
Yeah, and that's, boxing kind of weird that way. So like they put him in a lose-lose situation. If he wins, they like, well, you beat nobody. But if I win, then it's like your career is over with. But only thing I don't like about boxing is that we all jump the gun. So say Usyk beats somebody else that's a top heavyweight. Now, does AJ get more respect for losing to Usyk, or do y'all still treat him the same way? Say I beat AJ and beat another top heavyweight. Do y'all still disrespect AJ, or do y'all give him more respect? So it's like sometimes we jump the gun, but if I become a household name, then it's like you have to take some of the criticism off of him now because he didn't just lose to anybody. So it's like in this sport, mentally, you just got to stay tough and wait your time because sometimes the people will write you off, but they'll be right back on your side.
Those Usyk fights, I'm assuming that if you didn't watch them at the time, you've probably gone back and watched them since.
Yeah,
what did you make of his performance?
I've been watching them way before we even had this opportunity. I think Usyk fought a great fight. I just don't like how everybody says that AJ had a bad night and not that Usyk had a good night. Not that like they executed their game plan how they were supposed to. It's up to us as fighters to be able to adjust. So, they came out there and fought a good fight, did what they were supposed to do. And I don't like how they don't get no credit for it. Not taking nothing from AJ, but this is a warrior sport. You either win or you lose. So if I won, I need my credit that I won, not just that this person lost. No, I actually won the fight. Yeah, so. But I watch it. I watch more than that fight though. I watch it. I look for small habits to study on, to see stuff I can capitalize off of.
The last time that you were over here was against Dillian Whyte in a fight that, okay, on the record, on Box Rec, it says that you lost, but many people had you winning the fight. It was certainly a very, very close fight. Yeah. What do you take away from that Dillian Whyte fight? I
just got some good ring generalship experience, learning different stuff. I felt like I won the fight 7-5. The English people felt like I won an 8-4, but my honest opinion, I'd say 7-5. But they made me feel good. Afterwards, I got a lot of messages from guys from over here, giving me their support, telling me they think I won. So it made me feel real good, able to hold my head high and just continue on my journey.
Now, I know that you've been around in the UK for a little while. Obviously, before the Dillian Whyte fight, you were doing the rounds and you were going to spar a lot of British heavyweights. Any in particular heavyweights that you sparred that stand out? Any of our prospects coming through that you remember? That was a good spar?
I sparred Tyson and Daniel. Daniel's very strong. He got a good motor on him. Tyson has great timing. Like, his timing is amazing. It's crazy because when you have timing that good, you don't have to be the fastest, you don't have to be the strongest, but he does stuff where he knows how to touch you and get punches off. So that was real important for me to get some sparring like that. It helped me pay attention and learn different avenues and different styles of different fighters. So yeah, that was a great learning experience for me.
Anthony Joshua has a new trainer for this fight. He worked with Robert Garcia in his last fight. He's now with Derek James. Derek James said some really, complimentary things about you up there. What type of opponent are you expecting in Anthony Joshua? We've seen him in the past, kind of a seek and destroy knockout artist. We've seen him box Usyk. What are you expecting?
That's kind of how I'm feeling he's gonna come, because Not saying Derrick James can't train other fighters, but the fighters that he got that I like, they're kind of bullyish. So Earl can box, but he's kind of a bully, you know. So that's kind of what I'm expecting from AJ, for him to try to impose his will, be for him to try to outpower me, like outstrength me wise. But yeah, I'm ready for it all. I can fight going backwards. I can fight going forwards. I know my feet are better than his, so he has to keep up with the angles or me being able to turn or move around him. So yeah, that's a big advantage I have. And if you're just bull rushing coming forward, angles are gonna hurt you.
You seem like to be a pretty chilled out guy. You're from a boxing hotbed of the Midwest, and America has produced, I mean, infinite world champions, arguably the hotbed of boxing, certainly in North America. What fighters inspired you growing up? Which fighters did you like to take a piece from?
Growing up, honestly, I study a lot of the old guys. I liked it, the golden era of boxing when it was only one title and stuff. So my favorite fighter was probably Evander Holyfield. But I liked all the guys. Lennox Lewis was so fucking great. You had the Klitschko's back then. They was a force to be reckoned with. You had like most of the old guys. I liked the Lennox Lewis. I liked the Spinks. I liked the.
Always have to keep the reminder. Yeah.
My bad. I liked the Larry Holmes, Tyson. But then I like the guys like Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler, Pernell Whitaker was one of those guys. I even like what's the guy from here? Prince Nassim. He was nice in the early years. Like he was so nice. All the movements and stuff, he was so nice. So like I used to just try to study stuff from everybody. The way I feel is like as being a boxer, you have your own style. And you always have to adjust the style. So what I used to try to do is if I spar and somebody's getting the best advantage of me, I used to look at what I didn't do and find a fighter that did that and try to copy it or try to put it in my game so I can be able to do certain stuff. So I done studied about some of everybody. About some of everybody. Even AJ, we fighting. I done probably took something from him too. I'm a student of the game.
What in particular? Obviously, without giving away too much of what you potentially see on
just
the
how he
videos.
looks and his how he looks at some of his punches. So you know, sometimes when we throw combos, it could be rushed or it could be thrown too slow or it could just not be timed good enough. And sometimes when he throws, he has a slight pause that'll make you probably get comfortable and then another punch is coming. So I just be watching everybody. I study study the game from everybody. I feel like if you play any sport or if you're a student or anything, you never can know too much. So I just try to learn as much as I can.
You mentioned his name already. Dillian Whyte had some things to say about this fight. He said that, I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but he said that the reason why Joshua's fighting yourself and not him is because they were scared of getting him beat. Just your reaction to that.
He got knocked out last time. You know, so I don't think they scared of fighting somebody they knocked out. But, you know, I think he just butt hurt because he know I want to fight and he didn't get the fight because nobody want to see it. Now they trying to plan the fight for me wrong because they didn't want to see the fight right now. The fans wanted to see me fight. And that's another reason why I like it over here because back home people probably wouldn't have said too much. But England fans were not having it. They was voicing their opinions like a lot. So, yeah. I really love that about England and how the fans, your guys are very honest when it comes to sport and how y'all handle yourself in the sports community. So, you know, me personally, I just feel like he's mad I got the opportunity and he didn't. But, you know, I felt like I won the fight and the world felt like I won the fight. So, you know, it is what it is.
I mentioned that you seem pretty relaxed about everything. You're quite content with your performance against Dillian Whyte. But on paper, he got the win. Is it something that you would like to avenge down the line?
Yeah, I would if he'd give me a shot. You know, CompuBox said I want to fight too. If I got them numbers, you know, in case he want to get a little mouthy, I can put that out there. But, you know, yeah, I would love to get that rematch. You know, yeah, I felt like I did enough to win, but you know, I like to try to put him on his ass again.
All Okay, right. Before I let you go, sticking with all things heavyweight, Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Now, I know you spent some time in the gym with Tyson Fury, and you've studied Alexander Usyk. Certainly, his 2 wins over Anthony Joshua. How do you see that fight potentially playing out?
I see Tyson winning. If Tyson can move like I have seen him move and box to what I know he's capable of, I feel like he wins that fight. Not taking nothing from Usyk, but he's longer than AJ, so it's tougher to get in on somebody that has a great, decent jab that can punch and can move a little bit with you. So I don't think I think it'll be a little harder for Usyk to get inside and to get some of those punches off that he got off on AJ, because Tyson uses his jab more. He's a little more elusive. So I think just off of him banging the jab down him, he wins that fight.
Okay, right. There's a queue of people behind me waiting to speak to you. So, last thing, how does the fight end? April the 1st, Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin.
April 1st, I don't wanna have another episode in November, so I'm looking for a knockout. I'm trying to dominate the whole entire fight. I gotta impose my will, so I can't let them take it out of my hands again. So, yeah, do everything in my power to solidify this win.
Okay, well, Jermaine Franklin, we look forward to it. Thanks very much for speaking to ID Boxing. Look forward to catching up.
Thank you. Appreciate you.